the Heart Connection podcast, lovelies. This is a place to connect, to inspire, to heal, and to empower you to live a healthy, happy, and purposeful life from your heart. I'm Pavlina Jirushkova, your host. I'm an intuitive health and life coach, and I help women to connect to themselves, to step into their power and their purpose, and to heal from within. I believe that all issues we are experiencing in life, physical, mental, and emotional, arise from being disconnected from your heart, from your true self, and I'm going to help you to open your mind, to connect to your heart, and to heal from within. So let's dive right in. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Heart Connection podcast, lovelies. The topic of today's episode is Unblock healing and release illness. I will be talking about ways how you can unblock the underlying causes of your health issues, how you can release them, and how you can be healthy without all the conditioning, underneath all the layers of conditioning, of limiting beliefs, of energetic and emotional blocks that are causing you to feel the way you're feeling, that are causing you to experience mental or physical health issues, and how you can release these layers, how you can release these blocks, how you can release the conditioning, the limitations that are standing in the way of you living a healthy, happy, and wonderful life. As always, I want to start the episode with a message that came through for all of you before I started recording. Let's dive in. The message for all of you today is the following. Feel what's underneath your sorrow, underneath your pain, underneath all the fear and guilt and shame, underneath the anger and the blame, underneath all of this is pure love. Shed all the layers, release all the conditions, all the layers of dust, of blame, of shame. Let your energy shine through. Blow the dust away. See the light, see the crystal of your heart. The dust is keeping you blind to what is true, what is real, what is. You are not the dust. You are not the dust. You are not the dust. You are not any of it. Layers of dust of the past, just a dream, just an illusion. We see you. We see your true essence. Blow the dust away, shake it off. We see a beautiful unicorn, not a uniform, not a mask. That is the past. Let us guide you. Jump and shake. Let it go. Do not fear. We will catch you. We are here. Breathe. Breathe and blow it away. You don't need the dust to keep you warm, to keep you safe. You don't need it. Don't be torn. The truth just is that you are here. You are now. You are pure energy. You don't need to know how or where or when. You are one with all. Feel it, see it with your heart. It's not hard. Underneath all of the layers of dust is you, is us, is all, is peace, just is. All is well. Love to you all in one. All is one. All is oneness. Love, peace, now. So that's the message this week for all of you. That's the message that came through. Let it sink in. And again, you can go back, listen to it again, take what resonates, leave the rest, and just feel it. Feel the message. It can mean something different for you today. It might resonate differently the next time you listen to it. It doesn't matter if you listen to it this week when the podcast is released or at any later point, because time doesn't really exist. It's all energy. It all just is. So whatever is resonating with you, that's true for you right now. And that's what you needed to hear. Okay, so let's dive into the topic. How you can unblock healing and release illness. And that was really the message that came through as well, that any kind of illness is just a layer of dust, is just a layer of emotions, of conditioning, of limiting beliefs, and all is just layers that you have been putting onto layers and layers. It's just layers of an onion that is your life, that you've been taught. It's layers of experiences, things you been taught by your parents, by society, by the community where you live, where you grew up. And it's just all layers that you've learned, that you've been putting onto top of each other, onto yourself. And illness or any kind of symptoms you are experiencing is just some layers, is just some blocks that you have developed because you haven't been connected to your true essence, to your heart, to the light within you. And some of these layers, some of these blocks have caused that you might be experiencing physical or mental health issues, that you might be experiencing emotional pain. And all of these pain points, all you're experiencing are just signs from your highest self, from your intuition, from your soul, from your inner voice, that you should pay attention to them. No matter what you are experiencing, and doesn't matter if you have eczema or if you're experiencing digestive issues, if you have an autoimmune disease, if you're experiencing headaches, no matter what it is you are experiencing, your body is experiencing, it's just a message that you aren't in alignment with your highest self, with your purpose, with what you are meant to do in this lifetime. It might be some learning opportunities. It might mean that you need to listen to your body, to the messages your body is giving you. And ultimately, in order to heal, in order to feel better, in order to unblock healing and release these blocks, release these symptoms, to heal, to feel better, to be healthy, to be full of energy, to live a vibrant life, is that you need to listen to your body, to these symptoms, to go underneath, no matter what it is. There might be some physical causes. It might it might mean, it's whatever you're experiencing right now during this time of the year. You might experience some allergies. A lot of my clients are experiencing allergies right now. And it might be caused by some kind of pollen that's in the air, there's different pollen, different trees, different plants that are blooming, they are blossoming right now, and they might be causing your allergies, your symptoms to flare up, to get worse. You might be sneezing, you might be itching, you might be feeling drowsy or dizzy or whatever it is. You might be tired. But underneath these causes, these physical causes, there's always something underneath. There might be emotional issues. There might be some experiencing from the past. There might be some conditioning that you took on from your parents or, from people in your life when you were growing up. There might be some trauma, anything. It's different for every person. But no matter what the issue is, no matter what the physical symptom is, we need to look underneath and look what's there. What was the underlying cause? What was the initial cause? What was the initial event or trauma, or what was the initial thought, the experience that contributed to this symptom you are experiencing right now? I just had a client this week who apart from eczema is suffering from some allergies right now. And we looked underneath and we found that in her early 20s, when her allergies started, she was going through a difficult relationship. She was living with a boyfriend who was abusive, who was drinking a lot, and this relationship, these experiencing she was having, this trauma, the aggression, all this, the abuse she was experiencing caused her body to react in a certain way. And ever since, she's been having allergies every year, manifesting in different ways. She's had itchy eyes, runny nose, her eczema flares up every year, and so on and so on. And like I said, it might be always different for everyone. The underneath, the emotional reason, the energetic reason, whatever is the initial cause, it might be different. So whatever you are experiencing, whatever the symptom is, it's necessary to find this reason, to find the initial cause, what is underneath. I had another client today who was experiencing some anxiety and some fears, and that's manifesting physically as well. She's experiencing different health issues, and all that it was triggered by was a traumatic event when she was a child and her dog died, and like I said, it can be different for everyone. What is triggering the physical issues or the mental health issues, that the emotional pain you are experiencing. So always it's necessary to go all the way to the initial event, to go through the main events in your life, the main traumas, the main experiences, and the limiting beliefs that are causing the symptoms you are experiencing. So one of my favorite ways how to uncover and unblock these blocks, these symptoms, these underlying causes is EFT, which is short for emotional freedom techniques. I mentioned it in past episodes. I want to go a bit deeper into what EFT is, how it works, how I use it with my clients, and I might go into a little bit into releasing blocks with inner voice as well. So with EFT, pretty much how it works is that EFT is based on Chinese medicine, on acupressure and acupuncture, and with EFT it's connected to, it blends Chinese medicine with modern psychology and with different techniques as well. The way I've been taught EFT, there's different ways, but how I've been taught EFT is to find the specific thought that is in your subconscious, that's connected to a specific emotion in your body and to a specific physical sensation in your body. So, for example, if you experiencing for example, allergies. I mentioned allergies. So if you're experiencing allergies, we might go back all the way to the event that caused the allergy to flare up in the first place. So that's causing it to flare up today. There might be more events, more situations we need to go through, but it's always necessary to go through the specific situation in your past where the block in your body, in your emotional body, in your subconscious, in your energetic body was developed when the energy got stuck and it created the emotional block, the energetic block that's connected to the situation in the subconscious. So I will be asking my clients questions, like what was going on in their life, or I might take them to the situation when the allergy flared up in the past and today as well, what's going on, like when your eyes are itchy, when your nose is watering, like go back to the situation when the allergy started this year, for example, what was going on. And there's always something underneath, there might be some stressful situations going on at the time in your life recently or in the past as well. We usually go through recent situations, recent experiences where you experience the symptoms, and then we go all the way into the past when the health issues started, when the symptoms started, and then we go through the situations and look for specific symptoms, specific sensations in the body that are connected to thoughts and emotions, in the body, in your subconscious, and so on. So, for example, with the allergies, I might go all the way back with my client. I went through all the way back when her allergies started, and then we would go back to the situation, to the time when she was experiencing the troubled relationship with her ex-boyfriend, and we might go there and take her there in her mind, and we look for signs from the body, for what she's feeling when she goes there in her mind. And it might be again different for everyone where the experiences start in the body, where the emotions are stored. All it is pretty much, all the symptoms, the blocks is stored emotions, blocked emotions in your body. It's energetic blocks, emotional blocks. And it means that you haven't processed the emotions. It's uncomfortable emotions, negative emotions that got stuck in the body that you didn't process, that, that got stuck there because you pushed them down, you didn't feel them, you ran away, because we don't like feeling uncomfortable emotions. We don't like to feel negative emotions. We might feel, whatever it was, anger, shame, fear, whatever you were experiencing at the time, going through the traumatic event. And we need to release the block, release the emotional block, the block on the energetic level, on the emotional level, and on the subconscious level, because there's always thoughts connected to these blocked emotions. And so we go there. I will ask the client to go there and ask her what she's feeling in her body when she's going through the situation again. And she might feel it. Again, it's different for everyone, but she might tell me that she's feeling, for example, pain in her stomach when she's thinking about the situation. And then I will ask her what's the connected emotion, what she's feeling when she's focusing her attention to this area of the body when she's in the situation. So she might tell me there is fear, she's feeling fear connected to this pain in her stomach. And then we go even further, and I will keep asking what she's afraid of when she's in the situation. And again, it's different for everyone, and it will be different for you because you had different experiences. So that's why it's so important to work on these experiences individually. I mainly work with clients individually, one-to-one, because it's most affected. There might be, I do guided meditations and guided group sessions as well sometimes, but the main way how I work with clients is one-to-one, because we look for specific situations, specific memories, specific traumas, experiences in their specific subconscious, in their body, how they experienced it, how they felt it, how it got stored, and what are the connected limiting beliefs or the thoughts that are connected to the trauma in the body, what are the specific emotions. So whatever it was, she might have been afraid that he will be violent, or the ex-boyfriend, or there might be something completely different for a different person. So whatever it is, we might go through this, and then we form a statement, like I feel pain in my stomach from the fear that I will experience pain, or I will that he will hit me, that he will yell at me, that whatever it is that the situation was, that the experience was for that particular client. And then we will take the statement and we will tap on the acupressure points in her body, on your body, and we will, by tapping on these specific acupressure points, these EFT points on your body while saying the statement out loud, we will tap on these points, and by tapping on these meridian points, we will unblock the trauma, the emotional block, the connected thoughts in the subconscious from the body. There might be a few rounds of tapping we need to do on this particular experience, and we keep tapping until the situation is neutral for you. Whatever the situation was, whatever the trauma was, whatever the experience was that the emotional experience that got stuck in your body until you feel completely neutral about whatever the situation is. It might be something completely different for you. For you, it might be fear of flying, that might have triggered the particular symptom, the particular illness or the health issue you are experiencing. Whatever it is, it might be, usually it's connected to some trauma from your childhood or to some experiences from your childhood, even though it might have been triggered by a stressful situation in your adult life. But it's always, like I said, underneath. There might be layers and layers of experiences, of conditioning, and we keep going underneath and underneath and underneath, and we keep peeling the layers, unblocking the layers of blocks of emotions until all the situations we go through are completely neutral. And the energy might move. We might need to go through the specific situation many times, because there might be layers of emotions. Like once there might be different emotions you felt. Usually it's more than one emotion. There might be fear, there might be shame, there might be guilt, there might be anger, and we need to go through all the layers, through all the stuck emotions that are there, and through all the connected thoughts in your subconscious that are connected to the situation. So until we go through all these layers of pain and shame and guilt and all the emotions, and until we neutralize all of them by repeating the statements, until we fully neutralize it, the symptom won't be unblocked. So we need to unblock all of these layers. And usually with chronic illness, it's necessary to go through layers and layers. So one session is never enough. That's why I work with my clients usually for 6 months. I have what I call the deep healing program, where we work together for at least 6 months, and we go through together. We work on unblocking all these underlying causes of your health issues, and we keep releasing all of these emotional traumas, all of these blocks, all of these experiences that have contributed to their specific health issues, to the specific symptoms they're experiencing. And there might be multiple health issues with people who are experiencing chronic health issues. There's usually more than one. There's usually more than one symptom, usually more than one condition. And during the 6 months together, we might resolve one of the issues or more. It's individual. And apart from working together one-to-one, my clients receive also homework. They receive guided meditations. They receive different exercises, journal prompts, and, they keep working. I teach them how to tap by themselves. I teach them how they can release blocks, emotions, and so on during everyday situations, because we have limited time together. That there's certain amount of sessions we go through during the time we have together, but also it's always necessary that whatever you are going through, that you take responsibility for your own health and well-being, that you keep doing the work, that you learn how to help yourself, that you keep doing the work, because ultimately you are the one who needs to heal themselves. I'm here for my clients. I guide them. I work with them. I help them to release the blocks, the symptoms. But if they aren't willing to do the work, if you aren't willing to do the work yourself, and really it's so important to take responsibility. I say it again, to take responsibility, to take, for your own health and for your own well-being, and keep doing the work, because, you might have to go through some issues more times. I do believe that healing is cyclical, and I've experienced it myself many times, that some things I need to go through again and again and again, and that, even though some of the health issues might be gone for a while, they might come back after a while, they might flare up, that, especially for me, it's always eczema that might come back, or it might be headaches that I have been experiencing recently that keep coming back for a specific reason. And I might have to go even deeper, and it might be different for you. It might be similar for you. But, during, for example, the 6 months I work together with my clients, the initial 6 months, we might unblock and release the main causes, the main triggers, the main blocks that are causing the health issues. And we might, they might be able to heal most of the health issues, to heal most of the symptoms, but they might need to keep working. It's, your healing journey is never done. It doesn't mean that if you healed some symptoms that you are done and you don't have to do any work ever again. It doesn't work this way, especially if you really go deep and if you start connecting to what is underneath, if you start connecting to your true self, to your highest self, which if you go on this journey, you just cannot not, you just have to connect to your intuition, to your highest self, to your heart, because that's the ultimate goal anyway, to connect to yourself, to wake up and realize that ultimately the health issues you were experiencing, the symptoms you were experiencing, were guiding you to come back to yourself, to come back to your purpose in this life, to come back to what is true, and just release the layers of pain and of conditioning, of limiting beliefs, and of experiences that might have formed who you thought you were, but ultimately they were guiding you to come back to yourself. And it's not this journey, this healing journey, this self-development journey is never done. You have to keep going, and you will realize if once you start this journey, you have to keep going, because it's never finished. There's always more to release, there's always more to work through, there's always more to heal, because there's always another layer, because we don't live in a vacuum, we don't live in the mountains in a cave, unless you're a monk in the Himalayas or so if you are a normal person, like most of us are, who live in the Western society, we have families, we have partners, we have children, we have businesses, or we work for someone else, and there will always be things that are triggering, that are, forcing you to work through things, that are forcing you to go even deeper, because they are pretty much forcing you to shed another layer, to work through another issue, to go even deeper, because like I said, we don't live in a vacuum, and this whole life experience is pretty much for you here to grow, to evolve. and ultimately to come back to yourself, to realize there's more to this life than this physical experience, and that there underneath all these layers, all of these symptoms, all of the experiences, all of the emotions, all of the negative thoughts, underneath everything, all the layers, all the dust, there is ultimately only love. That is your true essence. And we keep coming back to that. And we are living this life. We are experiencing this physical experience in this, this life in the physical world. And we are having this experience. For me right now, and again, it might be different than for you, but for me right now, the ultimate goal is to find peace with myself, to find the peace within, to find, I have been able, I am able to connect to the love, to the peace within. But because, like you, I live in this physical reality, there's still things, and there will be probably things always or for a long time that are still triggering for me, that I still need to work through. There might be still causing now and then my eczema to flare up, and I keep going through it. I keep releasing those layers. I keep unblocking what's underneath, and I keep going deeper. And, in the past few months, like I mentioned, I've been experiencing some headaches, and it was really confusing for me. And I realized that my body is, even though I've released already so much in the past 5 or 6 years, or even 10 years, but still there might be, I don't know, what the future will bring, but there are still things that I need to release, that I am still holding on to some part of my identity, some part of my life, part of my mind that are still holding me back. My intuition, my inner voice has been guiding me to trust more, to listen more, to the guidance, and to stop hustling so much, to stop trying so hard. And my mind always has ideas how I should or shouldn't do things. And lately, the headaches I've been experiencing, I realized that every time I go against my guidance, against what my inner voice, my intuition, my soul told me to do or not to do, and if I go against the guidance, I will get a headache. If I, for example, work too much, if I keep thinking, oh, I've already done this and this today, I've done this much work and I still have time, I could still do, my mind always has a long to-do list, more things I should do. Always we are shooting on ourselves, all the things I should do for my business, for my clients, to do all these things, post on social media, maybe even pre-record the podcast. So, I wouldn't have to do it every week. So I could, do it in advance. But every time I go against the guidance, I will get a headache. And I have been learning how not to go against my intuition. And I haven't had a headache for a few days, but every time, and it might be It might be weeks, it might be days, but it's interesting. But in the past, I never used to get headaches unless there was a cause, there was a particular reason. For example, 10 years ago or 8 years ago, I had a pretty bad concussion, and after that I had headaches. So there was a physical reason, even though there was a deeper reason underneath it, like with everything. But there was a physical reason. And during the last few months, I kept thinking, why am I experiencing these headaches? And I kept asking, and I got some answers from my inner voice, but I still didn't understand sometimes what it means, or I didn't listen. I didn't follow the guidance. For example, my inner voice taught me I should focus more on self-care and not work so much. But, because my whole life I've been always working hard and this we have this go mentality, especially someone like me. I'm a recovering perfectionist, so I always keep thinking I need to do more, I need to work more. But ultimately what my inner voice has been guiding me to was to do less, to work less, and to take better care of myself, to focus more on self-care. This month, my inner voice wants me to focus more on inner peace. So I always have a topic for the month or intention for the month. And this month, my inner voice wants me to focus more on inner peace. And every time I go against the guidance, I don't make time for myself, for my self-care, for my inner peace, I will experience headaches. And it's not comfortable. I have to be completely honest. It's definitely not comfortable. But, it's, for me, it's something that I can't hide, I can't run away from, because I don't like taking medication. So it would be easy to take a pill, to take a painkiller and ignore the pain. But that's not how I like to do things. I haven't taken painkillers in years and years, and I don't like to take medication unless I really, really have to. But so I don't like to take pain medication, and unless I listen to the pain, it won't go away. So I've had a couple of months ago, I had a few weeks when the pain just wouldn't go away, and it just forced me to do nothing. And it was so uncomfortable. It was so annoying, because I had ideas what I wanted to do, what I should do, and I just couldn't do it because I kept getting the headaches every day. And until I realized what the headaches mean, and I tried everything, believe me, and it just didn't work. Nothing was working. I tried everything, but it just wasn't working. I tried all the methods I know, all the techniques, everything that always worked for me, but nothing was working until I started really listening, until I went deep, until I unblocked the layers of pain, layers of uncomfortable emotions, and discovered what was underneath. And there was really the need to rest, to take care of myself, and to do less and be more, and feel the connection to myself, feel the peace within, to keep connecting, to follow the guidance. And again, it might be very different for you, even though you might be experiencing headaches as well, or you might be experiencing something completely different. It's always what is there for you underneath. So I mentioned EFT is one of the main techniques I use because it's always helped me with all the issues I've had in the past, all the health issues, no matter if there were physical health issues or mental health issues or some fears or emotional problems. EFT has always been the most helpful tool. That's why I use it always with my clients. I combine it with inner voice work as well and with other methods, but EFT is always the first and most important tool I use because we work with your specific experiences, with your specific emotions, with the specific thoughts that are connected to the blocks, to the emotional blocks, to the energetic blocks in your subconscious. So we work, with my clients, I work on the subconscious level, on the emotional level, on the energetic level, and that influences your physical body, your mental health, and your emotional well-being. And like I said, another tool I use with my clients to release blocks is inner voice work. It's possible to release blocks with your inner voice as well. And usually during sessions, when I do sessions with my clients, I might combine the two. I might start with EFT, and if we get to a topic that might be too painful or that is uncomfortable, because it's sometimes really uncomfortable to talk about some of the things you are feeling, that's why you created the emotional block in the first place. That's why because you didn't want to feel the emotions. You didn't want to experience what you were experienced. So you just pushed it down and didn't want to feel it. And then when we work through what is there, when we work through the layers, it might be really too painful or too traumatic to go through it again. And that's the last thing I want to do, to cause more pain to my clients. So with inner voice, the releasing might be gentler. You don't have to name specifically or address specifically the thoughts, the emotions that are connected to the health issue, to the problem, to the symptom. But you might have to just feel it energetically. It's a different process. If you want to experience what it feels like to release emotional and energetic blocks with the help of your inner voice, I actually, a few months back, I did a free workshop, the Heal From Within workshop, and you can still find the recording from the free workshop on my website. So if you want to experience how you can release blocks with the help of your inner voice, you can go to my website. There I will put the link in the show notes, so you can easily find it, and you can just listen to the workshop. There is a guided group session which is less specific, of course, but it will give you an idea how you can release blocks with your inner voice. And it can be something specific you want to release, or you can just let your inner voice guide you, your intuition guide you, what is safe and ready for you release on the specific day, on the particular day. And you can easily use the recording as often as you like to release whatever is bothering you, whatever you are going through, no matter if it's an emotional issue, no matter if it's a physical or mental health issue. Of course, with one-to-one work, when I work with clients one-to-one, we go much deeper. If I can work with you specifically, if I get feedback from you, what you are feeling, what you are experiencing during the session, we can go much deeper. But like I said, if you want to experience how you can release a block with the help of your inner voice, you can just follow the link in the show notes to find the Heal From Within workshop and have a taste. And pretty much when you're releasing blocks with your inner voice, it's like a guided meditation, you just follow the guidance and you pretty much just follow the guidance and release whatever comes up with the help of deep breathing and pretty much intentional deep breathing. That's all. You might feel some physical sensation, you might feel some emotions that are stuck there, but usually, especially with the guided session, it's usually quite gentle, so you don't have to fear anything. And there might be an emotional release, you might cry, or there might be some painful emotion, but if you just keep going, keep breathing, I will guide you through it. It's the session, the healing session, it's about half an hour long. The whole workshop is, I think, 3 hours. There's 2 parts, and the session is in the second part. And, you can just go through it more times and you will get a feeling what it feels like when I do individual sessions, when I do one-to-one sessions with clients. Then you can tell me what you're feeling and I can guide you through it, and we can go even deeper. And with this kind of releasing, this kind of healing is usually deeper, and it might be blocks that are on the soul level. With EFT, it's usually blocks that are on the subconscious level, on the emotional level, on the energetic level. But when you're releasing with the help of your inner voice, that might be even deeper blocks that they might not even be yours, that might be some blocks you picked up, some energy you picked up from your family or whoever else. There might be even blocks connected to your any other ancestors or your past lives, who knows. And with inner voice, the thing is you don't need to sometimes even know what the block was about, what caused it, but the emotional release can be really profound, really, you will feel so much lighter afterwards. And so if you want to experience that, go there. I might do some guided EFT sessions in the future as well, and I will definitely let you know when I do that, because even though EFT, and it's like that with everything, if you work with someone one-to-one, it's so much deeper. But when I first discovered EFT, I just did guided EFT videos on YouTube, and that was so helpful as well. But so I might do that in the future, so you can get a taste of EFT as well if you've never experienced it. But for now, if you want to try releasing blocks with the help of your inner voice, I will guide you through it, even though you've never experienced inner voice, if you don't have a connection with your inner voice, I explain everything in the beginning, and then I will just guide you through it, walk you through it, and you can just experience it yourself and see how it works. And I would love to know how it went for you. So let me know. I would love to know that. You can let me know. You can come over to Instagram, let me know there, or if you in my Facebook group, Heal the Tribe Soul Sisters, you can let me know there, or just send me a message. I would love to know. So, and if you have any questions, of course, to this topic, or if there's anything else you would like to know, just let me know, send me a message, and I would love to hear from you, and I will definitely get back to you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. If it was your first episode, then you might want to go back and listen to the first 2 episodes. If you have been listening all along from the beginning, thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. I will talk to you again next week. And until then, Take care. Keep connecting to your heart. Sending you all so much love from my heart to yours. Bye-bye. This episode was brought to you by my signature Deep Healing Program. The One-on-One Deep Healing Program is a high-level 6-month coaching and intuitive healing program for women with chronic health issues such as eczema, autoimmune disease, digestive or hormonal issues. If you are ready to connect to your true self, to step into your power and to heal from within, this program is for you. You can finally have an understanding of what your body and your soul need to heal on all levels. You will learn proven tools to get you there, and you will receive ongoing support from me throughout your healing journey. Together, we will uncover and unblock the underlying causes of your health issues so you can start living a healthy, happy, fulfilled, and purposeful life. So are you ready to take responsibility for your own health and well-being and to heal from within? Just head over to www.pavlinajiroušková.com and schedule a discovery call with me. I'm so excited to hear from you.